Did you know restaurants have sneaky tricks to get you to order more wine and spend more money? That's right. From the way the wine list is designed to the way servers recommend certain bottles, every detail is carefully planned to make you say, "I'll take a glass." Let's break down the real reasons behind these tactics so you can outsmart them the next time you dine out. 1. The power of the wine list. Ever noticed how wine menus don't always list prices in a straight column? That's on purpose. Restaurants often remove currency signs and stagger the prices to make it harder to compare. This encourages you to pick based on description, not price, so you're more likely to go for a mid-range or higher-priced bottle. And speaking of placement, the second cheapest wine on the list? It's a trap. Many diners don't want to seem cheap, so they avoid the least expensive option and pick the second cheapest instead. Restaurants know this, so they often mark up that bottle the most. 2. The psychology of the pour. Think you're getting a generous glass of wine. Think again. Many restaurants use larger wine glasses, but pour the same standard 5-ounce serving. This makes the pour look smaller, tricking you into ordering a second glass when you don't really need it. Another trick? Pouring wine at the table. When the server brings the bottle and pours, it creates a sense of commitment. You feel obligated to go for that second glass, or even the whole bottle. 3. The sommelier suggestion strategy. Ever had a server enthusiastically recommend a wine? It's usually not because it's the best pairing. It's often because it has the highest markup or needs to be sold before it goes bad. Even if they say, "This is my personal favorite," be aware that this phrase is used strategically to influence your decision. Instead of blindly trusting, ask, "What would you recommend that's great but not overpriced?" That puts the pressure back on them to be honest. 4. Sweet wine, big profits. If you've ever had a restaurant wine taste extra smooth, there's a reason for that. Many restaurants stock wines with slightly higher sugar content because sweeter wines are easier to drink, and that means you'll likely order more. Even dry wines can have hidden sweetness to make them seem more enjoyable, especially for casual drinkers. 5. Bottle versus glass pricing manipulation. Have you noticed that a glass of wine often costs nearly the same as a third of the bottle? That's intentional. Restaurants price wine so that ordering by the glass seems reasonable, but in reality, they make a huge profit from single pours. And here's something I learned myself. If you're on a date and planning to have more than one glass, just order the bottle. It's almost always the cheaper option. You'll save money, and let's be real, it looks way more impressive. How to outsmart these tactics. Now that you know the tricks, how can you avoid getting manipulated? Here are a few tips. Look for lesser-known wines. Popular names are often marked up the most. Ask for the wine list early so you have time to decide, rather than feeling pressured. Check bottle pricing before ordering by the glass. Sometimes, splitting a bottle is the better deal. Hold your ground when servers push recommendations. If they insist, ask why they're recommending it. Know your budget in advance so you don't fall for psychological pricing tricks. So, next time you're at a restaurant, watch out for these sneaky wine tricks. Knowledge is power. Now you can enjoy your wine without falling for the hidden upsell. Did any of these surprise you? Drop a note in the comments if you've ever fallen for one of these tricks.